Hey everyone, this is Coach Roger, your Live Young and Longer health coach. Welcome back to those that are coming back, and for newcomers, welcome. Glad to have you. I'm always excited when there are new people on here, and the numbers keep increasing, which makes me feel great that I'm making an impact on other people's lives. For newcomers, when you hear the whistle, that's Coach Roger's whistle. Coach, you got to have a whistle. Pay serious attention. For newcomers, if you want to know more about me, I've got a slide. I'm going to pop this slide up and just click on the QR code on the one with the red arrow, and that'll take you to my website. And there you can see what Coach Roger's all about. And for those that are following me here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you'd possibly click on the one on the right side of the screen and follow me on Ask Coach Roger on Facebook. So, where are we going today? Well, we're continuing the subject of stress and busting it and debugging it and just getting it out of our bodies. 2 weeks ago, the title was Stress, What's It Good For? We learned then that it wasn't good for much. And we talked about that, and we talked about having too much stress in our lives. It's like yesterday, I didn't make the call yesterday because of some personal situations that came up and technical situations that came up, which made me very frustrated and anxious and angry. Well, that's stress. And each time you do that, you supposedly shorten your life a little bit. So we're going to talk about that. And last week we talked about simple ways of stress. So what is stress? Is this how you feel? How often do you feel like this? Oh, with today's technology and all the different things we're doing with family and uh, it's just tough. Stress is awful. It is necessary. It's the flight or fight piece of stress is important because we've all saved our lives because we've turned the steering wheel at the right time or we jumped over something and what have you. But last week we talked about how stress ages every part of the body. It shrinks the brain, it ages the heart, it weakens the bones, it makes us sick, it makes us fat, it leads to diabetes, it's bad for the gut, it suppresses sleep, and also suppresses sex. But last week, we learned 6 simple stress busters. And when we talked about these, if especially the first one, if you can't change it, don't worry about it. So how many? Comment to me. Give me your comments. That's a lot easier said than done, isn't it? But the one thing we don't do, and I think a lot of us we don't focus on solutions. We focus on the problem. We need to redirect negative thoughts. In one of my talks that I've given, I have a slide about attitude. It says you turn into what you tune into. And I find that myself. On the news channel I like to watch, it's a conservative news channel, but it's just negative, negative, negative. Then when I turn on a regular TV station, one of the national TV stations, CBS or ABC or NBC, it's negative the other way, and they're bashing what the other thing was doing. And if you got too much of that, it keeps you down. You need to exercise. My doc asked me, why do you exercise? I exercise because it feels good. I've exercised most of my life, and it saved my life in 2008 when I had my heart attack. But it mellows your mind. And then the other one, this is important. Surround yourself with upbeat, positive people. There are so many people that watch the stuff on TV or have different sites that go streaming services and just negative, negative, negative. And it's horrible. It's horrible. So those are the 6 simple steps of stress busting. And here's some more simple steps. These are 4 more today that I promised. And meditate. Meditate to self-medicate. I like that. That is really, really a positive thing. And what's meditation all about? It's just about slowing yourself down. And it's proven meditators live longer. At one time, meditation was thought to be just reserved for monks and hippies. Now meditation is mainstream. New studies show that meditation lowers blood pressure, lowers heart rate, reduces stress, slows the progression of cancer, improves sleep, accelerates weight loss, lowers cortisol levels. Here are five simple tips for it. You want to choose a place to meditate. You know, if you're like me right now, I'm sitting in my home office. This really isn't a good place to meditate. I got my chair in the family room, and that's a good place. Sometimes I go out on the patio under the umbrella in the summertime, and I have a hammock hanging up in the trees. Meditate. And what is that all about? Just think about happy thoughts. If you're a person of faith and like to read the Bible, find your special passages that you like and just think about them. You want to choose a mantra. That's a word or phrase that prevents your mind from getting sidetracked. Oh, my mind gets sidetracked all the time with anxious, disturbing, and negative thoughts. It's a centering device that helps quiet the clutter of competing self-talk. Breathe. Breathe deep. We all know about breathing deep and how that relaxes us. Choose a good posture. You know, it's really kind of proven that sitting is probably the best. But sit in a relaxed state. Shut the radio off. Put your telephone in another room and concentrate. And this is something I found, and this is about close your eyes. And I find that I've been going to church for a long time, and I'm bad to have my eyes open, and I'm looking all around, and it just doesn't the same. When you say a prayer, close your eyes and just think and say that prayer. Or another thing in meditating, come to life with an attitude of gratitude. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And if you're grateful for friends, grateful for family, tell them that. When you get done meditating, pick up the phone and give someone a call. Don't text them, give them a call and say hello. They'll love you for it. The next simple stress busters, and I want you to notice all these stress busters we're talking about here, there isn't a pill involved. And that's the whole idea about living lean. As a lean certified health coach, I want you to try to live without medicine. And here, laughter is your best medicine. It's proven. It's proven. It's good for longevity. There was a study at Stanford University and children that they discovered children laugh more than about 400 times a day, whereas we adults laugh only about a dozen. And laughter is just good for the brain. Humor can break the cycle cycle of anxiety and illness by triggering the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers. Laughter is also good for the immune system. Researchers from Loma Linda University School of Medicine found that medical students who watched comedy videos had significant increase in T cells. And if you're following me because of health, you may understand T cells are the T cells circulate through the body and gobble up germs. And that's an important thing to do. Laughter boosts natural killer cells, which are suppressed during stressful experiences. Laughter is good for the heart. Laughter is kind of like an inner jogging. It increases the heart rate and circulation, much like an aerobic exercise. Laughter is good for the lungs because you can laugh yourself till you're crying, You know you've been breathing hard. That's awesome. And laughter is also good for you psychologically. Psychologically, laughter is just the opposite of the stress response. The next one, love and longevity. And having been happily married for 58 years with 3 children and 8 grandchildren, I have to agree with that statement. But many studies have proved that lovers have long known that love better, live better. Studies have shown that if you feel the love of another person, for example, when someone tells you, I love you, it helps the immune system quiet down autoimmune diseases. Studies also show that happily married people are more likely to be in good health. So, love and live longer. And then the last one is eat happy foods. Yeah, what are happy foods? We won't go into anything too drastic, but here's a simple list of some happy foods that contain high levels of calming amino acid tryptophan and stimulate the happy and relaxing hormones dopamine and serotonin. Turkey, whey protein, seafood, nuts, eggs, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate. Don't have it with too much sugar, but dark chocolate is good. Hummus, rice. So it's simple. What I want you to see today in my whole thing on living lean and what I'm about is to open your internal pharmacy, practice pills and skills method. Ask your doctor, what can I do instead of taking a pill? And when it comes to things like stress, I've just given you, excuse me, 10 not natural things of life, of lifestyle that can help you beat your stress. And finally, so that leads us to the prescription for prime time stress busting. And again, let's review what prime time is all about. Dr. Sears commented that it was in your second half of life. Well, if you've been watching me, following me, you know I'm talking to I want you people that are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s to understand how important it is to take care of your life there and to do the things we're talking about, living lean. And that's what prime time is all about. So here's the prescription for stress busting. If you can't change it, don't worry about it. Focus less on problems and more on solutions. Click into instant replay or serene scenes. Just take your mind go to a happy place. Enjoy mood mellowing music. Deep breathe to de-stress. We all know that. In fact, just take a second right now and really deep breath through your nose. Hold it for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release it. I felt better. Have a helper's high. Give somebody a hand. What can I help you with? Someone's sick, neighbor, whatever. Enjoy moving. Dance, swim, mindful walk. When you take a walk, put the earbuds down. Look around you, see what you got. Love to live longer. Meditate several times a day. Meditate to medicate. Laugh and live younger longer. And enjoy some happy foods. So, hopefully you're liking what you're hearing, and I appreciate you being here today. I'll be back next Tuesday, good Lord willing, and technology it cooperates. But I find that only doesn't cooperate when the driver miscues. But if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want the slides we had today, reach out to me. Go to askcoachroger.com and send me a note, telephone number, email, and I will get those shipped off to you. And I have one final thought. Live lean, and supercharge your health span. Your lifespan will be glad for it. And I want you to remember, as our friend Hippocrates says, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. Thanks for being here. God bless. Click on the QR codes, learn more about Coach Roger. Come back next week, and we'll be somewhere else. We may be making bread next week.